Hey, this will be a video chart on RVGD, Revenge Designs Incorporated. Did this one a month or so ago when it was going through this upwards move. Wanted to get it updated again because it's starting to come back to life, and also makes a good little example the way it bounced off one of these moving averages. So I just want to get it updated quickly, go over kind of the overall chart, what the direction of the trend is, and then just go over kind of the short-term resistance levels and so forth that the bulls are going to need to battle through if this is going to keep on moving upwards. We'll just start off though with the kind of nice little chart lesson we see, but for the savvy players out there, when they saw this pullback, they were keeping their eye on this purple line here, which is the 50-day simple moving average, and you can see when the price dropped right down there, surprise, surprise, it started putting in all these little lower shadows here, representing that the price was starting to bottom out here, and I'm sure they were nibbling on some shares, and sure enough, you can see what happened. The price bounced very nicely right off that 50-day simple moving average, and for the traders out there, this area here represented a nice percentage potential to lock in some profits. So congratulations to everyone that had noticed and picked up these shares right down here at the 50-day moving average. So with that being said, that'll lead into the next point, which is a lot of people I think are kind of getting discouraged from the requests and stuff I get. But you have to remember the overall trend right now is still up. And before you go on and call me crazy and all that stuff, how am I justified to say that? Well, it's pretty easy. I mean, if you take a look right here at the 50-day simple moving average, take a look right there at the 200-day, you can clearly see that both are uptrending. And when you're talking about overall context of trends, these are the two moving averages you want to use. Very clearly, they're uptrending, which shows that the overall trend is up. Sure, the past 2 or 3 weeks the price has been going down, but that's why this was a nice little buying opportunity right here, was because the overall trend was up, it came down, hit this moving average, and now you got this bounce. Does that automatically mean it's going to happen every time? No, but it's one of those things where charts, they give you high probability and put the odds in your favor. That way you're not guessing. People that were buying here were not guessing. They had a legitimate reason why they wanted to buy, and it paid off for them. So support-wise, the main one right now that people are watching and that needs to continue to hold is simply the 50-day moving average here. If this fails and you get a high volume red day that crashes through it, then I would guess that the next area of support is going to be down here at the 200-day simple moving average. But for now, after today, you can see you got the nice little green candle. It's looking like the 50-day will continue to hold. Now, on the flip side of the coin, where are the resistance levels at? The one that seems to be kind of a little pain right now in the short term is this level here. If you look here, the low of this candle, it dropped down to 0.0017, which acted as support. The next day closed below, so this support then became resistance. You can see a few days later it bounced back up, and right at this day the high was, surprise, surprise, 0.0017. And then yesterday the price did break above it intraday, but couldn't close above it. So right now, the resistance level that I'm looking at before anything else can really get moving is going to be this 0.0017. If the bulls are going to advance and try to attack these previous highs over here, this 0.0017 level is going to need to be broken. And when I say broken, I mean get some closes above it. Probably even a couple of days, not just one, because that could be a head fake. But if you can get a couple candle days that close above it, then I would consider this a clean break, and then hopefully the assault on these levels up here will then follow. But for the time being, 0.0017 is the level you want to keep your eye on, and this is the key resistance level that's kind of being a pain in the neck right now. But it does look like you have some pretty solid support here at the 50-day simple moving average, which is always good to see. And then real quick, we'll just pull up the weekly. You can see that this week had a nice green candle to it. Then looking down at the volume, nice solid volume once again for the week. So since things have come back to life, it's nice to see that RVGD is getting some liquidity again. But as always, get through this 0.0017, and then you can see the weekly chart really opens up until pretty much 0.002 and above in terms of resistance levels. So things could really get moving quickly there. The other thing to note is from the overall context, right here, this purple line, this is the 50-week. Yes, I said 50-week simple moving average, and you can see this is now sloping upwards. So you can see that, even from a weekly standpoint, the bulls are really starting to take charge in the overall scheme of things. So overall, a good-looking chart. Hopefully, 0.0017 will fall and give everybody an early Christmas gift, but only time will tell. If there are any other questions on the chart, please shoot me a message. I'd also ask you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, which has been getting good reviews. And then with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. And best part is it's all free, so it's worth checking out and signing up for. One more time, this was RVGD. Thanks for listening, and have a good weekend.